Hello and welcome to Clearview News Desk. We are reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Gloria Atta. Welcome. Abia State Governor Alex Otti has said that the will of God and the mandate of the people will determine who wins the 2027 governorship election in his state, warning that nobody should contemplate rigging results against people's wills. Otti, who sounded the warning at the Government House Umuahia on Thursday during the October edition of Alex Otti Speaks to Abians, said that those planning rigging should first right their wills.
I've heard some people around him say, they must take over the state, they will write results. The only advice I have for them is that if they truly want to write results, they should write something else before that time. You know what it is? Their will. Because this is our state, nobody can intimidate us. But having said that, am I threatened? Absolutely no. Do I bother about that? Absolutely no. But I want us to maintain peace and decorum. Okay?
Governor Otti was reacting to a question from a journalist concerning the recent statements credited to the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, where he said that his party, APC, will take over the rulership of Abia in 2027. A group of Nigerians have staged a protest in Abuja decrying the spate of insecurity in the southeast region of the country. The protesters called on President Bola Tinubu and the National Assembly not to yield to pressure to discontinue the ongoing trial of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Clearview News' Imefonu Kon has the details.
The protesters gathered at the gates of the National Assembly with placards bearing the images of victims of attacks by gunmen in the region.
We are an organization known as Rescue Alibo. Rescue Alibo is a social cultural organization of Nigerians from Africa. We are here to make it known to all Nigerians that we are all in support of justice. Please, IPOB is not Igbo. Nnamdi Kanu, whatever problem he has, as funny as it is, unconditional release of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, a fugitive who was brought back to Nigeria to face his charges.
It may interest you to know that there have been calls, especially from opposition leaders and human rights groups, for the release of Kanu, who is being prosecuted by the Department of State Services on a 7-count charge bordering on his alleged involvement in terrorism activities.
President Tinubu's government continues to negotiate with terrorists in the northwest and release so-called repentant insurgents in the northeast. Yet, Nnamdi Kanu, whose alleged offense are political and non-violent, remains in custody. This is glaring double standard and must end.
Kanu has remained in the custody of the DSS since his re-arrest in Kenya and subsequent extradition to Nigeria in June 2021. The Federal High Court, Abuja, had in September rejected the no-case submission of the self-acclaimed leader of the IPOB in his ongoing alleged terrorism trial. Imefonu Kon reporting for Clearview News.
Now, armed bandits reportedly ambushed a team of security operatives along the Gusau-Funtua Road in Zamfara State, killing 8 personnel in a deadly confrontation on Thursday. Confirming the incident, the spokesperson to the Zamfara State Governor, Suleiman Idris Gusau, told journalists that the attack would not derail the ongoing offensive against banditry and other criminal activities in the state. According to him, while the state government deeply regrets the loss of the gallant officers, security forces remain resolute and are intensifying coordinated operations across identified flashpoints to ensure the perpetrators are brought to justice. Consequently, security sources said reinforcements have since been deployed to the affected area to prevent further incursions and to pursue the fleeing bandits. The attack comes amid renewed military operations aimed at dismantling terrorist camps and restoring normalcy to Zamfara and neighboring states in the northwest, long plagued by banditry, kidnapping, and cattle rustling. Police detectives in Ondo State have arrested a father identified as Oyewole Adamolekun for alleged incest and impregnating his 15-year-old daughter in Ajue area, Ondo State. Adamolekun, a resident of Tai Village, Lafa 2, Ajue area, was arrested for allegedly engaging in a prolonged incestuous sexual relationship with his biological daughter, aged 15, which has resulted in pregnancy. The suspect was alleged to have been having unlawful carnal knowledge of his daughter since she was 3 years old. Clearview News Desk gathered that the matter was reported by a resident of the same area at the Enuowa Divisional Police Headquarters, Ondo. Acting swiftly on the report, officers of the division arrested the suspect while the victim was immediately taken to a medical facility where an ultrasound examination confirmed she was over 19 weeks pregnant. When contacted, the spokesperson for the State Police Command, Ayonlade Olayinka, confirmed the incident, adding that the suspect is currently in police custody and that the case has been transferred to the command's gender desk for diligent investigation and expedited prosecution. Ayonlade condemned the act, describing it as not only criminal but also morally reprehensible. A shocking case of love turned deadly has sent shockwaves through Ibadan after a man allegedly set his former lover ablaze inside a military barracks. Counterinsurgency expert Zagazola Makama, who shared details of the incident on social media, revealed that the suspect confessed he and the victim once took an oath never to separate. But when the relationship fell apart, Farouk reportedly flew into a rage and allegedly doused the woman with petrol and set her on fire, while military personnel at the barracks quickly intervened, rescuing the victim and rushing her to a nearby hospital before apprehending the suspect. Meanwhile, the police public relations officer, Adewale Osifeso, confirmed the arrest of the suspect, stating that investigations are ongoing to determine the full circumstances surrounding the tragic act. This incident adds to a disturbing rise in domestic and relationship-related violence across Nigeria, raising fresh calls for stronger awareness and protection measures for victims of abuse. Colonel Michael Randerinia has officially assumed leadership of Madagascar, taking the oath of office as president just days after seizing power from former leader Andre Rajoelina. The swearing-in ceremony held at the High Constitutional Court in Antananarivo drew loud cheers, military fanfare and displays of loyalty from soldiers. Rajoelina, who fled abroad after lawmakers impeached him, continues to reject his removal, despite widespread defections within the security forces and the court's rapid endorsement of the takeover, Reuters reported. Meanwhile, the African Union and United Nations have both denounced the coup, describing it as a major setback for democracy in the Indian Ocean island nation. And that's the news. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clearview News Desk, or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online. Many thanks for watching. I am Gloria Atta. Have a wonderful weekend and bye for now.